I will now read the notice convening the meeting. Notice is hereby given that the first meeting of the Council of the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation will be held in the Corporation's meeting room, 1 Red Hills Road, Morant Bay, St. Thomas, on Thursday, March 7, 2024, at 12 noon, in accordance with Section 61 of the 8th Schedule of the Representation of the People Act, Jamaica.
We now have the devotional exercise by Pastor Rodney.
Let me say good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon. It's a privilege to be asked to do devotion for this honorable occasion. I bring you greetings on behalf of Pastor Andre Clark, the pastor of the St. David's Church in St. Thomas, the Elf Morambi Church, and my immediate family. I'm going to ask you to stand, and if you have your phone with you or your gadget, just type in "Great is Thy Faithfulness," the song "Great is Thy Faithfulness." We're going to sing that song, and I give you a short charge, and then we pray and we leave. Great is Thy faithfulness. Please stand as you found it. It says, "Great is Thy faithfulness, O God my Father. There is no shadow of turning with Thee. Thou changest not, Thy compassion they fail not. As Thou hast been, Thou forever will be. Great is Thy faithfulness, O God my Father. There is no shadow of turning with Thee. Thou changest not, Thy compassions they fail not. As Thou hast been, Thou forever will be. Great is Thy faithfulness. Great is Thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, Thy hands have provided. Great is Thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Summer and winter. Springtime and harvest, sun, moon, and stars in their courses above, join with all nature in manifold witness to Thy great faithfulness, mercy, and love. Great is Thy faithfulness. Great is Thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, Thy hands have provided. Great is Thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Pardon for sin. Pardon for sin. And a peace that endureth. Thine own dear present to share and to guide. Strength for today and bright hopes for tomorrow. Blessings are mine. With 10,000 beside. Sing the chorus like you mean it now. Great is Thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, Thy hands have provided. Great is thy faithfulness. Thank you very much. Be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, specially invited guests, honorable councillors, good afternoon. I extend a warm welcome to all here this afternoon to witness the swearing in of our councillors for the different divisions. I hope and I trust that they will foster unity and progress for the betterment of our parish. Councillors, special greetings, and I trust that all you do it in the name of God. Thank you. Now we have the declaration of the councillors. They will now, one after each other, stand and repeat the declaration. Starting here.
Good afternoon. I, Louis Chin of the Cedar Valley Division, solemnly affirm that I will, to the best of my ability, to do my duties as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of the Parish of St. Thomas. I declare before the said Dennis Cowie, Principal Returning Officer for the Parish of St. Thomas, this 7th day of March in the year of our Lord 2024. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Division solemnly affirm that I will do the best of my ability to do my duty as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of the Parish of St. Thomas. I declare before the said Dennis Cowie, Principal Returning Officer for the Parish of St. Thomas, this 7th day of March in the year of our Lord 2024.
Dean Jones of the Trinityville Division solemnly affirm that I will, to the best of my ability, to do my duty as councillor of the Municipal Corporation of the Parish of St. Thomas. I declare before the said Dennis Gowie, Principal Returning Officer for the Parish of St. Thomas, that this, the 7th day of March in the year of our Lord 2024. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I, Sharu Stephen of the C4 Division, solemnly affirm that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duty as a councillor of the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation, declare before the said Dennis Cowie, Principal Returning Officer of the Parish of St. Thomas, this 7th day of March in the year of our Lord 2024.
Good afternoon. I, John Lee of the Yalas Division, solemnly affirm that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duty as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of the Parish of St. Thomas. Declare before the said Dennis Cowie, Principal Returning Officer for the Parish of St. Thomas, this 7th day of March in the year of our Lord, 2024.
I, Andrew Patience of the Landway Division, solemnly affirm that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duties as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of the Parish of St. Thomas. Declare before the said Dennis Cowie, Principal Returning Officer for the Parish of St. Thomas, this 7th day of March in the year of our Lord, 2024. Thank you.
My ability, do my duty as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of the Parish of St. Thomas, declare before and for returning resident for the Parish of St. Thomas this 7th day of March in the year of our Lord, 2024. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I, Rowan Bryan of the Morant Bay Division, solemnly affirm that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duties as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of the Parish of St. Thomas, declared before the said Dennis Cowie, Principal Returning Officer for the Parish of St. Thomas, this 7th day of March in the year of our Lord, 2024. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I, Dinsdale Smith of the Port Morant Division, solemnly affirm that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duties as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of the Parish of St. Thomas, declared before the said Dennis Cowie, Principal Returning Officer for the Parish of St. Thomas, this 7th day of March in the year of our Lord, 2024.
Good afternoon. I must be special for all that nice people making. Don't, I'm special. I, Hubert Williams of the White Horses Division, solemnly affirm that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duties as a councillor of the Municipal Corporation of the Parish of St. Thomas. Declare before the said Dennis Cowie, Principal Returning Officer of the Parish of St. Thomas, this 7th day of March in the year of our Lord, 2024.
Thank you all. Let's give the councillors a clap. We have nominations now for the post of the chair for the parish council. Nomination is now open. Mr. Louis Chin. Seconded. Any other nomination? Any other nomination? Nomination closed. I present to you
Actually, outgoing me address, you know. So like, you know, we take the power for them.
I love my address, you know.
Yes, man. As long as you want me to find.
Come on, all right. What was that to do?
Come wide. Come wide. Look good.
Good afternoon. Election for the Vice Chairman of the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation, Deputy Mayor of Martin. Second.
I beg to second.
Any other nomination? Any other nomination?
Mr. Chairman, we have to make the procedure flow the right way. I asked, you have to use the word nominate, we have to dominate, we have to make sure that our protocols and standards.
Yeah, well, this is okay. Yeah, but the secretary.
That's what I'm talking about, to realize yourself. The procedure for
Mr. Mayor, the point of order.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, whatever you did,
no,
you don't need to report, you don't need to say anything else. It is
Yeah.
not the first, can you second it?
Who second it?
If you're speaking, you need to stand.
I second it.
No, nobody else? Any other nomination? Any other nomination? Any other nomination? I declare Michael MacLeod as by Deputy Mayor of Martin.
I, Michael MacLeod, of the Dalby Division, have been duly elected to the office of the Vice Chairman of the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation and Deputy Mayor of Martin. Do here affirm that I will duly and faithfully and fully the duty of such office without fear or favor, parley or ill will, and to the best of my judgment and ability. Attest before the said Dennis Cowie for the Municipal Corporation for the Parish of St. Thomas on the 7th day of March in the year of our Lord 2024. Thank you.
Greetings from Miss Marcia Bennett. Custos Marcia Bennett.
Good afternoon, my friends. Mayor Louis Chin, Councillor for the Cedar Valley Division. I want to recognize in the audience our members of Parliament, Mr. James Robertson, West St. Thomas, Dr. Michelle Charles, East St. Thomas. I would also like to use this medium to recognize in the audience Mr. Pernell Charles. I think he's Honorable Pernell Charles because he's OJ. He's former Speaker of the House, and we are indeed honored to have him here today, also his wife, Mrs. Charles. We have a lot of experience around this table. And I want to congratulate our newly elected councillors, Councillor Chin, Councillor Jones, Councillor Stevens, Councillor John Lee, Councillor Hubert Williams, Andrea Patience, Dinsdale Smith, Ron Bryan, Ludlow Mattison. And among those, we have former mayors. So there are experience around the table. We have also councillors who have served this parish for a long time. In the audience also, let me not forget, I want to recognize Rosemary Shaw, and she is also a former mayor of Morant Bay. I want to recognize DSP Thompson, Chief Public Health Inspector Mrs. Ellington, and all other heads of agencies. We welcome our councillors. The job is not going to be easy. You will be called on to provide shelter. You heard what I said? Shelter, food, clothing. It is not an easy job, but you are asked only to do your very best. That is all you will do. But don't forget anybody along the way. You have taken on the responsibility of helper, looking after the needs of your brothers and sisters. So as you go forward, I want to wish you all the very best. And as I said before, there is experience around the table. Share information. You're not on your own. And as you sit around the table, you are the directors of the Municipal Corporation of St. Thomas. And you will be called upon to serve with love, integrity, patience. Do not leave anybody along the way because you believe that person did not vote for you or is not supporting you. Only recently I was speaking with someone and the person said to me, one thing they can speak to, and I want my newly elected councillor, Cheryl Stevens, to remember this. Your mother served with distinction. The colors did not matter. And I want to leave that with you here this morning. As you serve, you are serving the people of St. Thomas. May God bless you. Walk with him. May you remember that he is the one that allowed you to be elected. Nobody else. God laid out this plan for your life, and you're only walking in it by faith. God bless you all.
If we did not have 13 other occasions such as this If there was only one, I would not be here standing making this presentation. So I recognize our Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Andrew Michael Holness. When I came and I sat outside under the mango tree, I came 1 hour early to learn and understand. The last occasion, maybe 8 years ago, the Councillors knows it well, and I apologize for my behavior on that occasion publicly now. It's good that time has given me this opportunity in the same place. It may also give me more opportunities here in the near future. I want to say to Most Honorable Pernell Charles, former Minister of Local Government, OJ, and his wife, who I know well. I want to say you have lent your daughter, Dr. Michelle Charles, to St. Thomas to chart a course. That's not an easy one. And she's doing that, charting a course, a different course. I want to say to all former mayors, councillors, I'm sure you did your best. But I want to say to this group of 10 swearing in, we are looking for a course that puts the people first at all times. We are looking for a course, as the Custos said, and I listened carefully to every single word. Don't forget the people. Put the people first. You are here to serve the people, to be humble in your service. Let us chart that course, and that course only. "159 years later, we in this room, we on these hallowed grounds in St. Thomas, can reflect on Paul Bogle's work. St. Thomas is no longer the forgotten parish. No more talk about St. Thomas being forgotten. That has changed. 4,000 housing solutions, NHT housing solutions. That is what Paul Bogle walked for. 4,000 new jobs in the very, very new and near future at the new urban center. I learned a lot this morning, and I'm going to ask the CEO, Madam Secretary. I see you chuckle for the new titles I give you. Please help us understand our culture and history. Let some research be done. Because when I looked at that old church in Church Corner on Church Street, I realized why we have said the old town of Morant Bay must be a historic center, and that was presented by the Prime Minister in his last budget speech. So it's just not the new town center. It is remembering from where we have come and what we mean to Jamaica, land we love. I filled and bought a new exercise book. 3 pens. 1 orange, 1 blue, like my friend's suit on the left from Bath, and right, John Lee and MacLeod, and also 1 green. I don't, as the Custos warned us, I don't play politics with principle, politics with people's life, politics with the development and future of St. Thomas. If I compromised on any of those things, we wouldn't be here talking about St. Thomas, no longer the forgotten parish. I will never forget my journey. I close by saying to our new mayor, your journey has just begun. Be strong, be steadfast, be principled. Don't give in to flights of fantasy or self-aggrandization. Put the people in the infirmary first. Put the poor people, which you are here to help and protect first. And never forget your mandate. Bless you all. It's a pleasure to be here. I make no apologies for speaking as long as I have done. I usually don't speak. I usually ask others to carry out the actions, because sometimes some of us talk too much. Thank you.
Mayor Chin, let me say that again. Mayor Chin, Deputy Mayor McLeod, Mrs. Marcia Bennett, our wonderful Custos, it's good to see you. Mr. James Robertson, my brother, Member of Parliament from St. Thomas Western, newly elected councillors, former Speaker of the House and Member of Parliament, Parnell Charles Sr. and his wife, Gloria Charles, who happens to be my mother. Former mayors, Shaw and Hugh, and all other officials. Ms. Carter, and workers at the Municipal Corporation, Superintendent Byfield, DSP Thompson, and members of the security force. Pastor Rodney, you always do a good prayer, Pastor Rodney. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and warm greetings to all of you. Good afternoon out there. It is an honor and a privilege for me to stand before you today as Member of Parliament for St. Thomas Eastern on this momentous occasion, the swearing in of our Mayor and Deputy Mayor and leaders chosen by the people of St. Thomas. It has been a long campaign, but it is over now, and I look forward to working with each and every one of you to build our community and make the lives of our citizens better. We are St. Thomas, and the spirit of Paul Bogle is within us. The spirit of sacrifice and sense of responsibility and duty towards each other. That inner belief that we are connected to a calling higher than ourselves. Our government has laid the foundation for prosperity. No other government has invested in us like this Andrew Holness government. As I look and see so many of you standing, I'm happy to be reminded that in just a few more months, we're going to have a brand new urban center and a new building where the Municipal Corporation has an office big enough to hold all of us comfortably. For that, we must praise the Andrew Holness government. So my MP from the West, you will have a seat. You don't have to fight anyone for your seat over there. We have, and your seat is, you know your seat's safe all the time. So even though we wear our orange and our green, today, let us join together to make a commitment that St. Thomas will be no longer be forgotten. We're no longer the forgotten parish, but a place where we can live and love and do business and raise our children in a peaceful society, and where we can relax at the bath fountain and retire. This is my pledge, and I know it is yours, newly elected as well. We are St. Thomas, and we are unforgettable. May our eternal Father continue to shower us in St. Thomas with blessings, and Jamaica land we love. Good afternoon, everyone.
Councillors of St. Thomas, Mrs. Marcia Bennett. Members of Parliament for Western St. Thomas, Mr. James Robertson. Members of Parliament for Eastern St. Thomas, Mrs. Michelle Charles. My fellow councillors, ladies and gentlemen, and citizens of the wonderful parish, good afternoon. I stand before you today humbled and honored to be your mayor. This is not just a victory for me, but for all of us who believe in community prosperity and unity. As your mayor, I pledge to serve each of you with dedication, dignity, and integrity. Together, we will work to address the challenges facing our parish to build a brighter future for our generation to come. I believe in potential of our parish and its ability to become a first-world parish with projects such as the new urban center at the old Goodyear factory that is currently under construction. This is the vision of our Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, and I will work with him to fulfill that dream. I know that we cannot do it alone. We need each and everyone to join us on this journey to make St. Thomas a better tomorrow. I promise to listen to your concern, to meet your needs, and to put the people of this parish first. I am excited about the work to be done, and I am grateful for the trust you place in me. Let us work together to build a better St. Thomas with prosperity for all. I want to thank my family for supporting me. I want to thank the Prime Minister, the Honorable Andrew Holness, the Member of Parliament for St. Thomas. My few fellow councillors, the people of the Cedar Valley Division, the people of the wonderful parish called St. Thomas, and most of all, I want to say thank you to God. God bless you. Thank you.
His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Louis Chin, Custos Rotolorium of St. Thomas, Mrs. Marcia Bennett, CDJP, members of Parliament who are present here, newly installed councillors of the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation. We have members of Parliament who are here as well, Mr. James Robertson for St. Thomas Western, and Dr. Michelle Charles, Member of Parliament for St. Thomas Eastern. Want to especially thank you for your attendance here, and want to thank all of you, former mayors, former members of Parliament, Honorable Pernell Charles and his wife, for being here, for being in attendance, to provide support for these persons who are installed, the councillors who are installed here today. Want to thank you for your attendance. Want to thank you for the way you have supported them over time, and we know that you will continue to support them. Want to thank the police who is here with us, DSP Thompson, and persons from the health department, Mrs. Ellington, who is here, all the members who are here from the different agencies. Want to thank you for attending, and we truly want to thank the staff of the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation who work assiduously, especially Mrs. Essen, Mrs. Camelia Essen, and Miss Martina Medley, who put their hands and heart together to get this function on the road. Thank you all for coming And we know that. Councillors, you have the support of your constituents, you have the support of your of the persons who are in the municipal corporation to help you with whatever you have to do. So rely on us. We are here to assist you in whatever you need to do. God bless you, and we really thank you for being here today.
Come, camera time, come Mr. McLeod. Come Johnny, show more time.
The meeting stands adjourned.